What's up? What's up? What's up?
At the end of the Pelicans game, I noticed you just sat on the bench for a little bit and kind of took that moment in. I wonder what was going through your head? What were you trying to do in that moment?
Let go of the season because it was over. Just try to figure out what's going forward. Figure out what I'm gonna do going forward. And yeah, just try to let go, decompress.
What was just the level of disappointment as you sat there realizing that you potentially had played your last game in Sacramento?
Hard to grasp. I think that's why I was sitting there a little long. DC helped me back to the locker room, don't tell me to come on. But yeah, it's kind of bittersweet.
Do you feel like you have an idea of what to expect this summer? And I ask that knowing obviously where you've been in your career prior, Charlotte, LA, and you're coming off 2 of your best seasons of your career. I imagine it's a fun position to be in, knowing that you can kind of control your own destiny. But do you have an idea of how this might all play out, and if so, how do you think it goes?
No, I don't. Because I haven't had 2 good seasons in a row like this. So yeah, now I don't know what to expect, but I got a great agent, and I know he's gonna make sure I'm good. So I just sit back and relax and let him do his job.
Malik, to build on that point, a lot of the local perspective is are you going to come back? Are the Kings going to lose you? I do think it's fair to you to remember where you've been. Like, you've never been in this position where the momentum in your career was at a level where you're going to have a good market. So as far as your journey and just what you've been through, is it gratifying to be here with options and knowing how much things have changed for you?
Hell yeah, man, it feels good. It feels good. Knowing that going into the offseason you will have options, because I didn't have options before. So yeah, man, it feels good to just, I wouldn't say relax, because you gotta still work out and work on your game. But I can, it's a little weight off my shoulders for sure.
Malik, obviously the Kings are limited as to what they can offer you. How tough do you think this decision is going to be for you? Because obviously you built relationships here. You could be the 6th man of the year. You've done this here. But you can obviously make more elsewhere. How tough is it weighing all those options?
Yeah, man, it's big, because I can go somewhere else with a lot more money and be in a worse situation. So you never know. And like I said, I got a great agent that's going to do his job. I think my job is done. I did what I needed to do this year. And it's going to play out. I think it's going to play out the right way.
Malik, the last couple of seasons, just want to get your thoughts, working with Mike Brown, because it seemed like that, you have thrived, under his system, and as far as the coaching, did you get what you wanted out of him as far as him coaching?
What do you mean in that? What do you mean?
As far as elevating your game, helping you elevate your game.
I don't think he helped me elevate my game. I think he put people on notice of what I can do by letting me play. I think my game was already elevated. I just needed an opportunity to show it. But yeah, Mike did a great job with us, knowing all the down people we had that wasn't taught, dealing with the people that me and Trey that really just spoke up a lot, and just trying to mesh all of us together. I think Mike did a great job in that.
Malik, officially being named a finalist for 6th man of the year, what would it mean to you to win that award, and how badly do you want to win?
Oh yeah, everything, man. I want it. That's all I've been thinking about, the 6th man award, man. And yeah, yeah, that's all I can say, man. I want it bad. And that's all I've been thinking about since then, especially when the finalists came out. So I hope y'all voted for me.
Malik, seems like you kind of took on a bit of a mentorship role in a lot of ways with this team, with the younger guys. Just kind of touch on that, and you kind of taking on that responsibility with the team, and also how different it might be from young guy to young guy, and how different the approach might be to kind of mentoring them in different ways.
Yeah, man. They're not really young guys because we kind of in the same age, but I just been in the league a little longer. But I think that's why they listen to me, because I've been around. And I've been through the same situation they're going through. And yeah, I think that's that's what I try to tell them too, so they can listen to me and not try to fight it, because that's what I was doing, fighting the information. And everybody just took the information and ran with it. And you can see that with Keon. He finally got his confidence, and I was trying to install that in him since last year. So it's kind of weird though, like you said, being a young guy, teaching the young guys. But yeah, I think I got that from picking up on with Bron, AD, how they carry themselves and how they used to talk to me. I think that rubbed off a little bit on me.
Malik, you got my vote for
Appreciate it.
six man. You seem a little bit more emotional than maybe we usually see you right now. I just wonder like how much, or maybe some of this stuff hitting you today. You've been here, had a chance to play with Fox, had a chance to really show who you are and what you can do on the floor. And I know, this time you valued it as much as maybe the fans and the organizations valued you. What are you feeling today, and what are these emotions?
I just woke up too, I'm kind of tired.
Come on, I voted for you guys.
Emotions are everywhere, man. Like you said, I came here with one of my best friends, turned the organization around, turned the city around. The city loves me, and I said before that I love the city. So yeah, man, the emotions just everywhere right now, and that's something I got to deal with being an NBA player. So I'll be alright.
Couple questions for you, Malik. First, Keegan just said no matter what decision you make, he'll have your back forever. Tomas, De'Aaron have echoed kind of the same thing. The support that they have, knowing that obviously they want you back, they want to keep playing with you, but they support whatever you do and are encouraging you to seek what's best for you. I guess, what does that mean to you?
Everything is everything, man, because they didn't have to accept me when I got here. Besides Fox. But nah, yeah, man, they didn't have to accept me how they did. It was great. They all welcomed me, and like I say, they all listen to me now. Since the last 2 years, I think I stepped up as a leader for the team, because Fox not that vocal, Domas not that vocal by telling people what to do or trying to better people. He just shows. He goes out there and dominate, and I think that's the way he leads. So everybody got a different way of leading, man, and I think they just accepted me to be the leader of this team in different aspects.
And then secondly, I imagine these last few weeks have been difficult, sitting on the sidelines, watching that stretch and watching the play. And obviously not the result you guys wanted, but I guess how proud are you of the effort and the fight and the Golden State win and everything to get to that point, and how much you were a part of it?
Yeah, but it was great seeing those guys compete like that, man. But I didn't like it at all, because I was watching. I wasn't out there with my guys doing the thing I love the best. So it was kind of bittersweet, like everything's happening right now, man. But yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was a great season. Even though it ended like it did, we showed a lot of heart.
I'd imagine it's a good spot to be in, but how tough is it to balance, getting paid as you've played yourself into, and also finding what an ideal spot is for you?
That's my agent job. Nah, yeah, man. I'm gonna just take a little time to relax and decompress and not think about it right now. I know my agent is working hard and probably got some options, so that's another reason why I can relax.
All right, Malik. Yeah, so 2 questions for you. Like just overall, since you've been drafted, you've had that 6-man role when you were in Charlotte, down LA with the Lakers, and now up here in Sacramento. And just know that now you have mentioned having options, going to a different team in free agency. Do you always see yourself as just having that 6-man type career, or are you looking at going to a system to where you want to be more of a facilitator on the offense?
I think I facilitate while I'm being a 6-man, but yeah, I definitely want to start. I think I've been saying that I wanted to start, but if it's not fit for the team for me to start, I'll come off the bench and be the best. So I just take my role and run with it.
Yeah. And the second question, we think about just these connections that are made with former college teammates. We think about in New York with the Knicks, with the Villanova connection with DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Josh Hart, and here in Sacramento with Trey Lyles, De'Aaron, and yourself. Is that going to be a push for you to want to stay in Sacramento, just to keep that nucleus of the guys that you've pretty much came up with and have established, just a system here overall?
Yes and no. because, like I said before, I can go to a situation with more money and be in a worse seeding or role or anything. So it plays a little part in it, but I don't know yet. I don't know.
Malik, to follow up on the college connection, I know you were very excited when Coach Cal decided to go to Arkansas, and as an Arkansas guy yourself, do you want to expand on what that means as, you know, the college landscape is, you know, moving constantly?
It's just for Arkansas, man. We've been needing somebody to turn the program around, especially on the basketball end, man. And having my former college coach go there, it just shocked. Really, most of the people where I'm from, on the northeastern side, because they all said I was gonna go to Kentucky and play with Cal and everything like that, and him just coming to the state where he's available, and some of my friends can go out there and see him and just go interact with him. That changed lives, because we don't see things like that in Arkansas, and I think Cal turned the whole state around. So it's a big thing. It's a big thing for Arkansas for sure.
You mentioned prior to the injury that what happened in the playoffs postseason could kind of help your calculus on where you're going. How unanswered do you feel like that is, considering that you weren't able to be a part of it? And
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
And what is your belief if you did return, that like this core, you know, is trending in the right direction?
I feel like we'd be playing right now if I was playing, so we would have been going in the right direction with that. So I can't really speak too much on that because I can't control who comes here and who leaves and everything like that. So, but yeah, I just feel like we'd be playing right now. Well, played yesterday if I was not injured.
Following up on that, do you feel like if you guys had advanced to this, that you would have been healthy enough to actually contribute and be able to be a factor in a first round playoff series?
Say that again.
If you guys had advanced this far, knowing that you had the injury that you did, do you feel like you have clarity as to whether or not you might have been able to contribute?
Definitely. But I still wanted to play though. Yeah, so. But yeah, I definitely could. Yeah, I definitely did.
And being that you're a direct guy, you know, I feel like we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't ask this question, but perfect world situation, would you want to be in Sacramento?
Definitely.
Malik, you talked a little bit about being there for the quote-unquote young guys while you were out, and you mentioned Keon. What do you just see with Keon and his potential moving forward?
A great defender in the NBA. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's going to be a great defender. Got a lot of potential. And he was making shots, and that just added more to his defensive pressure too. So yeah, he's gonna be all right. Keon gonna be all right, and he listens to, want to learn, want to get better. So yeah, he's gonna be all right. He'll be a good NBA player.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Malik.